Musician Tailors, Twin and Chevie.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the Tailors Talk Podcast, live here at Grand Entertainment Studio, headquarters to Musician Tailor, LLC. Today's special guest is a father, husband, family man, entrepreneur, personal chef to A-list celebrity, and the owner of Craving Express. You see the flavor. His resume speaks for itself. He don't need no cosign because the streets of Atlanta already did that. He feeds celebrities, underprivileged kids, and the less fortunate. In 2023, he became the first chef out of Atlanta to participate on the Food Network show Chopped, season 54, episode 27. And guess what, y'all? He won. Please help me welcome our brother, our Chopped Champion, our Cool Club alumni, Marlon Nash, better known to the world as Chef Marlo.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. It's a pleasure you done came down here and, to the podcast, man. Tailor Talk Podcast.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all having me.
It's good to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
It's been a little minute, man.
Yeah, I see you on TV now.
We keep up too, though. You know,
Yeah, we
you keep up with your
definitely keep
people,
up.
man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, last time I seen you when you did the reveal.
Oh, the watch party.
Yeah,
that was a glorious day.
Yes, it was.
That was a glorious day, man.
Shoot, that's it.
Yeah.
Keep that rolling, then, man. Well, you so we know you kind of with underground.
Yeah.
G14 classified, secret mission.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, man.
With what? With Chopped?
Yeah.
So the funny thing was, we shot the episode almost a year before it aired, but I couldn't say nothing about it. Obviously, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Main reason I couldn't say nothing because if news got out, I wasn't gonna get my bread.
I feel
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But,
NDA.
yeah, straight up, man, all that. I need that paper. You feel what I'm saying? The win is good, but I need the paper too, though. But man, it was an awesome experience, bro. It was one of those situations where like I had never been on that kind of platform, Food Network. Like it don't get no bigger than that when you're talking about cooking. And man, all the other contestants on the show had been on other shows before. So we in the green room, 6 a.m., and everybody, they chopping it up. I'm in there like, I don't want to talk about nothing. I'm trying to win. Like, I think they was just more infatuated with like building a resume to say, oh, I was on this show, I've been on this show, that show. It's like, you been on what show? I was like, I ain't been on no shows. It's my first time. And literally, when we went upstairs to the studio, they was like, oh, he up now. I was like, yeah, we get in the kitchen. Yeah, we get in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm awake now. Like, it's time. So, like, man, it was a great experience, bro. Like, it was awesome. Definitely learned something about myself just with, just being on that platform and really just, being confident in what I could do. Not shying away from the moment, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, like I told them folks, like I came to win. I told them in the green room, like I came to win.
Right.
Yeah, you been winning for a cool minute. Because
Hey,
the first time I met you, when they did Scotty ATL Billboard, and you pulled up in your truck, your food truck.
Yeah.
And
Serving
I
everybody.
came over there and bought them the greens.
The egg rolls, yeah.
Turkey egg rolls.
Yes, sir.
I was a fan after that.
I
You
appreciate
had
it.
me hooked.
I appreciate it.
But as everybody it's a story from beginning to end. So how did you start cooking? What motivated you to say, hey, I want to be a cook, just not for the house, but I want to cook for everybody else and go out and see the smiles on the people's faces once they bite into them delicious meals that you cook.
Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, it was God's plan. It happenstance on my side, but it was His plan all along. I went to DeVry. I graduated from DeVry. I got a bachelor's in computer information systems. Hated doing that kind of work, sitting in the cubicle. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the screen all day when I know I got a creative mind. You know what I mean? I always cooked. I never looked at it as a career, honestly, because I mean, even back when I was going to DeVry, you know, IT was the thing. You know what I mean? So I can remember even talking about being a chef, and my parents, who are obviously much older than me, was like, a chef, like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like kids nowadays when they tell their parents they want to maybe be a rapper or something. They're like, oh yeah, okay, or YouTuber. Like it was that kind of vibe when I was like, you know what, I think I might want to, and it was like not received well because it was like, yo, medicine, IT was kind of the things to do. So, you know, I did a lot of stuff in between, man, and I had the story everybody got. I was with this cousin of mine, and we was out and we was making runs and got locked up and sitting in the jail cell like, bro, what am I gonna do now? Like, this was all my people needed was for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And one thing I learned quickly was one of the few jobs where you don't have no background check is in the restaurant business. I always cooked. My house always been the house people came to eat. I mean, ever since I was in like high school. So people always came to my house. My dad was a great cook. He loved to cook. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been in my spirit. You know, I remember him watching. I don't know if y'all remember Yan Can Cook and the Asian guy who had the cooking show, Justin Ross, the guy who had the overalls, do Creole cooking, Emerald, all them. He used to always watch all the cooking shows when I was younger, so that's always kind of been, always kind of been in my blood when it came to that, because he loved to cook too. But man, got out of that situation and started cooking. Man, went into the restaurant business. I actually staged at a place called Sambuca Jazz Cafe on Piedmont, and when you stage, you work for free. If y'all don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I staged for 2 days at this place. Black guy, Chef TJ, a young chef. He was good too. And he was like asking me about it. You know, I have no real restaurant experience for real, no commercial restaurant experience. And he was like, come stage with me and let me see what you can do. And man, this man had me chopping up carrots like this small. Wow. Like I was chopping up veggies for like 4 hours. And he didn't hire me, but he gave me a great reference. He gave me a great reference. And from there, I went to Legal Seafoods. I started in the prep kitchen at Legal Seafoods at Centennial. From there, I went to Seasons 52. Ended up, you know, I worked at Seasons for a long time, about 12, 13 years. Started as a prep cook, went to the line, culinary professional, which is like a kitchen manager, to a sous chef. Went to Birmingham, opened up that location as a sous chef. Came back to Rosa Mexicano, Atlantic Station, the chef there, and just always had it in my spirit that like one of the main things that happened in that journey was Banner. You know, that's where me and Banner got cool. Like he used to come in Seasons in Buckhead all the time when I was there.
Nice.
And he would come in and he'd tell the story a lot better than me because he was, you know, rebranding himself at the time. And he would come in and I'm like, bro, that's still Banner though. Like, so I would make stuff. Like, not on the menu. Make stuff and just send it to the table.
Oh, that's
like
smart.
shooting my shot. Like, just make random stuff that's not on the menu. And the whole thing was, in that time, he tells me now, like, bro, I didn't even have money to really treat these people to lunch at the time. And he was like, you was sending stuff to the table, making me look good at a time when I was really at a low. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he just ended up rocking with me for that. And when I went to Birmingham, one of my guys called me and was like, man, Banner just came in here looking for you. I was like, okay, that's what's up. Did y'all take care of him? He was like, when we told him you weren't here no more, he left. So, you know what I mean? To me, that was like, oh, he coming for me. Like, he wasn't necessarily coming for Seasons. And it was like, I got 2 or 3, Tasha Smith used to come in there. That's one of my clients now. Whenever she in the city, I do meal plans for her, but she remembers me from that situation. You know what I mean? Like, I ultimately got reintroduced through Scott P. Fit. You know Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah.
So I ultimately got reintroduced, and when he put that play together, she was like, I remember you. You used to work at XYZ. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But I always just wanted to do more. You know what I mean? So that's how we kind of got into the entrepreneurship brand, and I had great entrepreneurial people around me. Like, you know, shout out Scotty, my boy Scotty was always been entrepreneurial minded. You know what I'm saying? So just having that environment around you, having people like that around you that like, man, you know, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can take that step. And, you know, I tell people all the time, like I literally worked myself out of a job though. Like I was the chef. So I might, if I'm opening 6 to 2, 6 to 4, when I leave, I'm pulling up with the black boxes.
Black boxes.
I'm pulling up at the studio.
Like, we go get to the black
pulling
boxes.
up. I'm just saying, like you know, I'm pulling up.
To the black boxes.
And we at the studio. I'm pulling up. Who in there? B.O.B. in there? Who in there? I'm pulling up. And we had the system where like, you know, Scotty would hit me like, yo, I'm in the with such and such. If you want to pull up, everybody talking about they about to order some food. I'm pulling up. I've been at work already, but now, you know, I'm still working. And it just got to a point where, like, I literally worked myself out of a job where people was calling me, like, bro, where you at, bro? We trying to get some food. And I'm like, I'm at work. So I'm starting to miss money now. And that's just kind of how the journey, you know, we about 10 years in on just entrepreneurship, about 20, 25 years in on chefing. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, man. So I see how you said it. You know, you worked yourself out of job, but you really what you did, you said, okay, I'm making this company money, and I'm losing money for myself.
Facts.
So where I definitely need to say, okay, I'm going to choose me over the companies.
Exactly.
So and that's a blessing because some folks don't see that.
Right.
You know, some folks say, okay, I know this for sure money. They don't want to gamble on themselves.
That's a fact.
So, and the thing that you gambled on yourself and it paid off. Because like I said, the first time I had some of your food, I was hooked.
Yeah.
Then, man, when I'm talking about, man, where this cat at? Then when Chef said, oh, man, he got the black boxes.
Right,
So,
right.
That's when I was like, I need to get some of that food. So, man, like I said, it's been a pleasure, definitely. The meals that you cook is, I mean, you know, I love my mama to death. I ain't gonna even pretend.
Right.
And I know she can cook. We from Mississippi.
Right.
Man, I was like, man, if my mama was alive, she'll be mad at me.
But that's really what I try to fuse, though. Like, I try to fuse that, you know, I mean, even in the lane that I tried to create for myself in like the black box and just in the chef world in general, like I always fused like Southern home cooking with like more refined, whether it be the ingredient is more refined that people ain't had, and I put a Southern country twist to it, or the technique I use, you know what I mean, is like, oh man, that's some South stuff right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's always how I've tried to just, you know what I mean, Southern, refined Southern fusion is kind of, you know, what I do.
You put a twist on that food. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna pretend like you didn't.
And we was doing that. I was doing that in the black boxes. It was like I was making people eat stuff that they like, bro, I don't even eat that. But that's good though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, let me tell y'all about them black boxes, man. That was my introduction to them. You know what I'm saying? Being in the studios, Scotty and DJ Toomp and who else was in there? JLs and J Dot, some of everybody, man. So man, he used to come in with them $10 black boxes. $10 to get you about $30 worth of food.
Yeah, you're gonna eat good.
I'm talking about he ain't skip on the salmon. He ain't skip on the
that's that
first
Southern
time I had
vibe too.
The what you call it? The egg rolls with the collard greens
smoked
in
turkey
them.
collard greens in there. Yeah,
Come on, man.
And that was a side dish. I believe.
Right,
I think I had something else with that and that on the side.
Man.
It's the sauce, the dipping
sauce.
sauce. Where I'm
Right.
like, man.
Yeah.
Right. It's a dip, right. All made from, and I want y'all to know something, man. This man, if I make sure I'm saying this right. This man did not go to culinary school.
Yeah, no formal training. No formal training.
He did.
You would think,
No formal training, man.
Yeah.
School of hard knocks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Self-taught.
The
And
presentation, the looks like everything you do is professional.
I
And
appreciate
it's- And I think a lot of folks don't understand your hard work and dedication that you put into yourself.
Yeah.
To say, hey, look, if nobody gonna believe in me, I'm gonna believe in myself. And then the way you presented everything, especially when at the what's it, the One Music Fest?
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
No, so that's the introduction to you.
Yeah,
You getting
that's
ahead
what
of
we did.
yourself.
When we did the cones and all that.
That was
yeah,
the introduction to the King Kong.
Yeah, that was the first time we brought the King Cones out.
We the first two had
No,
them.
for sure. That was an idea that literally came to life that day.
I was greedy that day.
No,
I
you
ain't gonna
supposed to be.
pretend like I was.
I want to stick two in my pocket and walk around.
I go around the corner, eat one, come.
Yeah.
I look. I said, ain't nobody. Give me another one.
Yeah.
So tell us about the invention of the.
So
King
man,
Kong,
we was I was with my boy Anthony from the LW Foundation, the Logan Books Foundation. Shout him out.
Shout out to Ant, man.
We was doing the ice cream party. We was on the west side of Atlanta, and we was doing ice cream party because they was having trouble with attendance. So if you come to school all month, at the end of the month, we pulling up ice cream, scooping it on the cones and all that. It was about 30 kids. This man went to Restaurant Depot, bought a case of cones, 225 cones in the case. So I'm like, we doing this every month? Or what you like? I don't know, Shawty. I just bought the cones, bro. I just bought. You said we needed some cones, bro. I'm like, okay, we got to figure out something to do with these cones. I was like,
can't throw them away.
What about chicken and waffle cone? He was like, oh, that sounds dope. How what you thinking? Go on, make some. Let's see. He ready to eat. How you thinking? What you thinking you gonna do with it? I'm like, I don't know, man. We'll put some fried chicken in the waffle cone. It's like chicken and waffles, but a crispy waffle, you know. And shout out Regina. Miss Regina had booked me for that KP. Was the highlight, was the other show. We need some food, Marlo. I'm like, let's do it. I got you. You know what I mean? Marlo name ring bells, man. It's just, I'll be amazed. But, but yeah, so we go out there. We got I try it out. I get some little chicken and cut it up into like chicken nuggets, fried up, put a little bang bang sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history, man. Before you know it, we was putting salmon with the kale salad in there. We did a lobster mac one. We did the brisket one with the onion strings on top, and the King Cones was born. It was just like that.
He talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
Every time your name come up, he bring that up.
Yeah.
When I say, I don't know, y'all weren't paying attention. I was over there. I was eating them up. I was like, ain't nobody gonna eat them. Yeah. And then it got to the point where, like, where you get that from?
Yeah.
And then that's when you open it up for everybody to come in. And it was going like hotcakes.
Yeah, that was good. That was going crazy.
Everybody come through there grabbing one, man. That's dope. So I know we flowing. You know what I'm saying? How do we meet, man? Can you remember? My memory bad, man. I had concussions and all kinds.
Just seeing you around when you start rocking with the Cool Club. And I was around. Like you the Cool Club was like a family vibe. Yes, like we almost did everything together. You know what I'm saying? Like we was always together. Like it was like events and stuff. You see the same people. It's gonna be the same people.
Pulling up deep.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same people every time. Whether it was Mike Davis, Barry, Chevy pulling up, Marlo pulling up. You know what I mean? But it was the same people. We pulling up and we looking out and if at any time there's like, oh, Holmes here with us and he gonna do this, that, and the third. Okay, what's up, bro? I think when we really, really like connected and bonded was that trip to Detroit.
Oh yeah.
And we drove to Detroit.
On a turn and burn.
We drove to Detroit with Starlito, right?
Yeah, Starlito. We was on tour with Starlito, Dunn, Karate and Garage too.
Yep.
And we had Twan with us. Twan was in the backseat. He supposed to help us drive. But
that was like the first time I met Twan. Yeah, for sure.
You told me about this. Twan was staying up all night.
He was tired, man. Because Twan was tired.
Yeah.
But we went there, did that show. Hell of a show, man. Had a great time in Detroit.
Yeah.
And we had like, all right, we got to get bro back because he had a show here in Atlanta that same night, the next night.
Yeah.
So he had to fly back. And it was me, you, and Twan.
Yep.
On a 10 and 12 piece trip.
Yeah.
Back here. Me and him talked. He kept me up the whole time.
Yeah, straight up.
We talked and bonded the whole trip, man. I was just like, bro, this is my guy right here.
Yeah.
Twan back there like this.
Yep.
Shout out to Twan the guy, man.
Yeah, man.
He was back there asleep the whole time. We had a great time.
No, we did. We did. And that was one of them times, like, that's the type of person I am, too. Is like, no man left behind. Like, I'm not going to sleep, bro. Like, you driving? Like, if you in the front bro, you just as responsible as the driver. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta hold tight. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay locked in.
Yeah, the wingman.
Yeah,
co-pilot.
Got to. Yeah.
You can doze off every night in the daytime, but at night,
Nah.
And
that trip was
whole trip.
Yeah,
man.
that trip was crazy. We was eating sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah, straight up.
Couldn't stop at certain places. We was in the middle, we stationed in Kentucky.
Yeah.
But certain, I said, I'm not stopping there. I know this part of Kentucky.
Yeah.
So I kept going to Lexington.
Yeah,
so
nah,
we can
for
stop
sure.
somewhere we can kind of, get out and breathe.
Yep.
With all the cooking you've been doing as a celebrity chef, what meal you feel is your personality?
Good question.
That is a good question. If I'm honest, man, and this is how I explain it to people, I don't have a meal, right? For me, creating is the thing. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the season. It depends on where I am. It depends on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to use regional stuff. It depends on what the theme is, what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like I got one dish. Like, I feel like that's what separates cooks and chefs.
Yeah.
The cook gonna be like, but I make my grandma mac and cheese the best. I got the best mac and cheese in the world. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, chefs are like, we create. You feel what I'm saying? Where am I right now? What's the freshest ingredients here? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what season is it right now? Like, where are we in the, like, what's the regional cuisine here? I'm gonna make the best. We in Miami, ceviche is good. I'm gonna make the best ceviche in Miami ever seen.
Okay.
We in Georgia. Y'all known for fried chicken. I'm gonna make the best fried chicken y'all ever seen. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, we in New York. Y'all known for. I'm gonna make the best pizza y'all ever had. So that's just my perspective on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have one dish that.
You kind of like a producer, artist.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
like,
you a creator.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like, say, okay, hey, I'm gonna sit down here. I got this melody, and then, but every time you sit in front of your kitchen getting ready to prepare, you was like, okay, what I'm gonna create today.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that one. That's because I was gonna ask that. Do you feel you're a creator?
Definitely, I'm a creative. I'm definitely a creative. Even when it comes to the plating techniques, when it comes to, like, even the presentations on the stuff that the way I present on the catering stuff. Like, if you know what I mean, you see the stuff like we do stuff with the live fire. Like, I'm always looking for new ways. Anybody can just come put a chafing dish down, put some sternos up under it, and the food might be good. You know what I'm saying? The food probably is going to be good. But in a lot of ways, to me, I like to just elevate the entire experience. You know what I'm saying? From the time you walk in, that's like even, an event I did yesterday, we had the heat lamps out and we had stuff and people, before we even put any food out, oh, y'all boys turning up in here today. Oh, y'all boys turning up.
Right.
You feel me? So it's
they
like,
ain't know who you was.
Yeah.
But, and the crazy thing about me asking you that question, I kind of figured, I said, Marlo is a creator.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said that to myself, because like I said, the first time I met you, that was the first time I ever had some greens and some smoked turkey and an egg roll.
Facts.
And then it was like every time I seen something you did, I said, oh man, I ain't never seen it done like this.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm all about.
So to me, it's like going through records and
Yeah.
say, okay, this different. Oh man, he blended this here, and like I said, you had your taste buds dancing.
Yeah.
Man,
Nah, I appreciate that.
One of them.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that.
I wish this was in the kitchen, man, so we could say, look, he cooking it right now.
Yeah.
We'll give him his own section. Like,
Nah, for sure. I wanted to bring some food, but this all just happened so fast, and I really wanted to. I really did.
We're gonna welcome you back.
Yeah.
and we got vegans on set too. So
Okay, say less. We got some. What up, though?
Our producer, Maddie B, she's a vegan, so
Yeah.
we know you got everything for everybody.
Nah,
so.
facts.
We don't want Maddie in there looking like y'all eating good and I'm looking.
Nah. We're gonna make sure she eat too.
That's good to know. Definitely. Like I said, I knew you was a creator.
Yeah.
But I know after a long day, because I know they keep you busy.
Definitely.
That phone ringing and
Definitely.
and they say, I need that meal.
Need to
so when
eat.
you go home and wind down, what is your guilty pleasure meal or midnight snack?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like this is an easy one, too. Bro, I love some tacos, bro.
Come on now.
I love some tacos, man. I like cabeza tacos. You ever had cabeza? That's like beef cheek.
Oh, I ain't never had that.
Cacheta. It's called cacheta or cabeza. It's like beef cheek. That's my favorite. Birria, pastor, carne asada, chicken. But like I like the authentic. Give me cilantro and onions, some green sauce, some lime. I don't want no sour cream, tomato, I don't want
that's
none
Taco
of that.
Bell.
Yeah. I want a corn tortilla. And man, I'm good. And a little, some kind of reposado. Ain't nobody. We ain't locked in with nobody yet. So we ain't gonna call no particular one. But you know what I mean. And man, I'm good to go. That's my thing. Bro. I love tacos. That's probably my favorite. Fulfilling, soul comforting meal right there. Yep. I mean, I crave other stuff too, but if I'm like, I've been working hard, I deserve something good, I'm going to give me some tacos.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's a good snack to have, especially on the road.
Yeah.
It ain't too heavy.
Nah, fact.
It ain't,
It's a one-hander.
One hand, yeah. It is. Yep.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yep. And fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
Definitely. Definitely, man.
So I'm gonna give my man a shout out too, man, cause I like to say, man, I'm a sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? I like nice shoes.
Yeah. I had to wear something for the sensei today.
I could.
But that was one of the things when I met him too. I used to be like, "Oh, word, that's how you coming today?"
Right.
Okay.
Me, him, and J-Dot. Shout out to J-Dot Rain. We had a sneaker award.
Yeah.
But it was like a competition. But it was unknown.
Yeah.
See,
it was respectful competition.
Yeah, respectful. Like we'll look down. Like okay. All right.
That's what he did today. As soon as I pulled up, he's like, okay,
I
seen them.
Right. We're gonna have to get a full shot after this.
But
listen, man, I know your shoe game is up there. It's very respectable.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
And what's your top 5 favorite sneakers?
Top 5 favorite sneakers. I mean, you know what my number 1 is, so I'll say that one for last. You know what my number 1 is, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what my number 1 is. So, in no particular order, Jordan 11.
Oh, yes. Concord or bread?
Bread.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunks. Air Max 97.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan 4.
Yes,
Jordan 4 probably number 2. The ones you got on.
Yeah.
The bread?
Yeah.
Okay.
That probably number 2. My number 1, Nike Air Max Trainer SC, Bo Jackson.
Hey.
Come on now.
When
y'all see what he got on his feet today, we're going to get a picture for you.
I got to pair them upstairs.
Yeah. That's my favorite shoe. I probably got about 15 pairs. I got colorways on them.
Scotty signed one of mine.
Oh, for real?
Maroon ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's the crazy thing. I just bought me a Bo Jackson jersey when I was out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the old Raider store.
Yeah.
I had one back in the days. I look, dude, bought it off my back.
Got right.
Word.
I said, bought it off my back.
I mean,
I'm coming through that part. Hey, man, I
need that.
Yeah.
For that, here, take it.
And so, man, I was out there. I said, man, I want another Bo Jackson. So I had got that bad boy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wear them with them bows.
They got to.
I got the black and white bows. I had about the black and gray Bo Jackson jersey.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I keep up with them. I even got some colors I don't necessarily even like, but just because I like the shoe, and at this point, I'm just building the collection of just Bo Jacksons. That
one
I like.
he got on his feet right now, I ain't never seen.
I
just like, okay.
I did. Look,
okay,
I was like, man, cold, right?
Yeah.
He
definitely won today.
When I pulled it up, that's the first thing I said. I said, I'm pulling up on Sensei today. I had to bring something out the vault, bro.
Let me tell you how he pulled up too. They wasn't even laced up. He tried to flex on me hard. They were like I don't care about these laces hanging and everything.
Hey man, you know how it goes,
Lace
man.
him in front of me like he was gonna get in the game. You know what I'm saying?
I I was getting in the game. I was prepared to come ready, but you was waiting outside for me. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to let them see what they look like in the raw then, uncut. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. All right, so we are, me and Chef Marlo, we are alumni of the Cool Club. Shout
Yes,
out
sir.
to the whole Cool Club
Shout out
family,
Cool
you know what
Club,
I'm saying?
man.
Speaking of which, what's your top 5 favorite Scotty ATL records?
Top 5 Scotty ATL records. Just so we clear, I was there when before Scotty ATL, it was Scotty P, Scotty P.I.,
Sure.
Scotty P.I.M.P. So that's my, you know, me and Scotty grew up together.
Oh, okay.
In the same neighborhood. I could throw a rock at his house since we were about 13, 14 years old. So I know some
Is that the
Scotty.
famous Cherokee Valley?
Cherokee Valley,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Cherokee Valley, man.
That's on the east side, right?
Lithonia.
Okay.
L-Town bound. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Okay. Just wanted you to shout your...
yeah, that part.
Yeah.
No, know that.
Yeah.
Got to know that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Trash and Treasure. Probably my number one. It was just so heartfelt, man. You know what I mean? It was one of them ones where, like, you could tell he was going through something or whatever the case was, or coming out of something, one of the two, you know what I mean? But definitely, Trash and Treasure, Respect. One time.
Oh, man, come on.
You gonna give me my respect
Come
one
on,
time.
man.
Like,
Come on,
I felt that one too, because I feel like even with our crew, like we was moving, like we had so much motion together, you feel what I'm saying? That everybody was kind of like, I was at that moment, you know what I mean? I was at that moment just being out, just being like the chef that I know I am. Just, bro, y'all gonna have to give me my respect.
Come on now.
One time. You
One
feel what I'm
time.
saying? So yeah, that's
on,
definitely
bro.
top notch right there. I'm trying to think. Southern PI, that's the old one. I don't know if anybody heard Southern PI.
That
But
before
yeah,
Summer Green?
that was.
Okay.
I think I was rapping on Southern PI.
Okay, gotcha.
I was rapping on Southern PI.
Where they got that hidden in?
Yeah, we're gonna find it.
We gotta pull that out the
I
vault.
know Scotty got
I
it.
probably got it somewhere in one of
You
the
might
mixtapes
have it.
somewhere,
Yeah, you
man.
might have it. You might have that one.
'Cause he gave me a whole box of stuff.
It's probably in
I
there.
just got it preserved.
Some
you know what I'm saying?
CDs or
Yeah.
something. It's on one of them. 5 in the morning. 5 in the AM. I can't remember exactly
I know
now.
what
5
you're
in the
talking
morning.
about, 5 in the morning.
Yeah. It was on the same one as Respect.
Yep.
Trying to think one more good one. I don't know. I got a couple honorable mentions. I used to love that FDA song. FDA was good. Cash Trip was one of my. That's on there too.
Come on, man.
Cash
Okay.
Trip. Yeah, Cash Trip. That's 6 right there. I'll stop at 6.
We gotta get an honorable mention Cloud 9, right?
Got to go
Yeah,
Cloud 9. Yeah.
Go up.
Got to go. Yeah. The real motion on that too.
Yeah,
Real motion on that one.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that's that Usher sample.
I didn't realize that either.
that.
Oh, no, I never realized
yes,
that.
Usher
You finna make
sample
me
in
go
there.
listen to that.
Yeah.
DJ Tonk, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm here. I might well give you mine too.
Yeah,
man.
let's hear it.
Respect with definitely on it. I'll say I'm gonna change one out.
Yeah.
Respect with definitely one.
Okay.
Like, I used to see that every night how it used to go up.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Pray Alone.
Pray Alone.
Killer
That's a
Mike,
good one.
Rest in
Yeah.
Peace, Trouble.
That's a good one.
Produced by
For
Burn
sure.
One.
Shout out Burn.
Come on, man. Burn
Shout
in my
out
top
Burn
10.
one, man.
Just
Like,
on him
definitely.
the other day, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out Burn, man.
We gotta get Burn on.
Got to get Burn on here, bro.
Killer Mike. Cash Trip, like we said.
Yep.
Daily Routine.
That's a good one, too.
Starlito.
With Lito. Yeah, that's a good one.
Produced by JL.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you see that go up every night. Of course, Cloud 9, he got one, man, one of my favorite. He knew this was one of my favorite songs called Calling Me Up with the Canada Road Choir. Produced by C-Note.
Yeah.
Honorable C-Note.
Honorable C-Note, yeah.
I tell you, this song, it give you chills.
Yeah.
And we was on the road probably about 2-3 years. And I was like, man, when you gonna put that out? He said, can't clear it yet. And then the later he dropped it on, what was that last album he put out with the gold? We'll
I
put
know
it
what
in
you're talking
the
about,
thing.
though, yeah.
Man, he finally put it out. But I drive a lot.
Yeah.
It's in rotation. That's one of them songs that
That's
like,
tough.
uplifting, got the choir, got the
Yeah.
organ.
Yeah.
Feel like you're in a church, man.
Nah, that's tough right there.
Hard.
That's
man.
tough,
and
bro.
It's
Yeah.
what he be speaking, man. Like I said, all right. So Yeah, man, them my top.
Nah, I like it. You know, that's a good collection
Been
right
more
there.
though, but
Yeah. That's a good collection
a
though.
lot of music came out ironic.
Yeah, man. Nah, for real.
Yeah,
Real. Them
for
was
sure.
good times, man.
Yeah, that's his. To me, I like that Spaghetti Junction. The album.
Yeah.
I was in Saudi Arabia when you sent that to me.
Yeah.
And I had them old Saudis dancing too.
Straight up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, that was a good one. Two of the songs I named is on there.
On there,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely is.
Yeah, Spaghetti Junction. I was like, oh man, it's tight. You're like, what you listen to? I said, oh man, it's got ATL.
Yeah. Nah, facts.
That would took me so long to get here. Had to ride through Spaghetti.
Straight up.
I got
It'll get
hour,
you, bro.
right.
Get you every time,
You
man.
see, you put on that GPS, see all red.
Yeah. Get comfortable.
But the whole story behind the Spaghetti Junction is definitely clear. You can go anywhere in the world from Spaghetti Junction. Those highways that take you north, east, south and west. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to do something over here off of 285 and 20.
Yeah. Like a new little Spaghetti
Lord.
Junction vibe, yeah.
It's a killer.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 o'clock. I'm not going through it.
Yeah. While we on there, he got another thing called Traffic Jam.
Traffic jams,
With,
yep.
Greg Street hosting it.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's all. Music, man. Music get us through.
Every time, man.
But man, you know, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. But we finna hit you with this rapid fire.
Okay.
So with this rapid fire, man, we're just gonna ask you just one answer.
Okay.
You just hit it. You answer the best way you can. So, you know, I'm gonna hit you with the first one.
Is it like one word answers or?
Yeah, some of them is yes or no. So,
okay.
like, I'm gonna hit you with like, hey, you rather use a kitchen knife or a whisk?
A knife.
Okay. Heels in the kitchen, yes or no?
Who?
Heels in the kitchen, yes or no?
If I'm sitting watching.
Hey, I feel you.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That's a yes. Yes. That's a strong yes, right?
What is your favorite kitchen utensil you can't live without?
That knife.
I know there's a lot of different knives. I know.
Yeah. A chef's knife.
Oh, okay.
A chef knife. You know, you got like pared knife. You got, bread. You got all kind of knife. But that chef knife,
Oh, okay.
10-inch.
The Alaska knife.
Yeah, it's like a souvenir. I feel like, you know what I
I'm
mean?
going to get you another one.
Yeah, I got it, and it's just like, you know what I mean? It's a cool story thing, but I don't use it. I don't want to get it dirty. I'm like, that's a gift, bro. It's like, should I use it? You want me to use it?
I mean, No, I'm gonna get you another one.
Okay.
I got you.
And what's your dream celebrity you would like to cook for, present or dead?
That is a good question. Man, being from Atlanta, man, Andre 3000.
That's what's up. I can see it's gonna be some creative cooking in
Yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah.
You might be playing the flute while you cooking.
Yeah. I mean, do what you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You 3,000, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You 3,000, bro. Do that, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Do what you gotta do, man.
I got a couple questions about some verses I want to ask you about this. In between your sets, in between your flute sets, I just want to ask you a couple things. So when you had said,
Right.
break that down for
Gotta
me.
pick
one
their
time.
brain while you got it.
Facts, man. But like, yeah, man, that's just, that's the first person came to mind. Like, I done met him a couple times, but like, like when you talk about like a master of craft kind of person, you know what I'm saying? It's like, those the kind of people I think about, not necessarily even just him being a good rapper. It's just like at a point you could tell like he got to a point where like, man, I mastered this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I done mastered this, bro. And people have that kind of perspective and that kind of, confidence, and just like you could tell, like we all could tell, like, man, Holmes is like, yeah, man, like master of crafts kind of person. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of like even just perspective. Like, he has so much good life perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of stuff I would want to just pick up and just see. You know what I mean? Like, what's your thought process? What's your understanding of certain things? You know what I mean?
Okay, you said thought process. Master self too, because thought process is one of my favorite verses from him. On Good in My
Yeah.
He killed that. Like, I was just like, oh, this brother here is super deep. Man.
Definitely,
Like,
yeah.
So you definitely my number one. You know, him and Big is kind of like I don't like to put one over the other. Because it's just like when I say Outkast, I'm talking about that.
Yeah, the whole
thing.
thing.
I'm saying when we say crew, I just say Dungeon Family.
Right.
Top.
Yeah.
Because it's so much came out of that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize the music drew us to Atlanta. Not just Freak Nick and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That drove us here.
And they was so far ahead of their time. You feel what I'm
They
saying?
was.
They was so far ahead of their time. And it's like, I think even, like, that's a whole nother great conversation to have just with Atlanta in general. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially old Atlanta. Like, I'm an old Atlanta kind of person. And, like, the music drove us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like even in a lot of ways in my lane, like, I've kind of fashioned how I do things based off of, like, we grew up to Andre and CeeLo and Outkast and Goody. So, like, even with that, it's like I still feel like I still operate in that realm.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not even like, when we talk about, and I'm sure it's people in every walk, every lane that's like, whether you're a chef or a realtor or a trainer or whatever the case is, but just for me personally, like, I still operate in that realm of, like, old Atlanta, bro, we solid, bro. Yes. We built on principle. We built on XYZ. You feel what I'm saying? And even with that, I feel like in a lot of ways, like, if you know Marlo, you know Marlo. Like, like, oh yeah, he you know what I'm saying? Like, he that guy when it comes to the chef stuff. But, like, a lot of people are more nowadays, the new Atlanta vibes is just more like popularity kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you get a picture with a celebrity, Shawty must be the most popular chef. Like, they just took a picture with a celebrity. Like, I cook for people and don't get pictures because I get callbacks. Like, it's one thing to cook for somebody, take a picture with them, and you don't never cook for them again. Like, bro, like, people like Banner, like, I got a couple pictures, but, like, I've been cooking for Banner for damn near 10 years now.
That's what's up.
Like, I'd rather get the call back than the initial clout. You feel what I'm saying?
So that what he just said is, like, people outside of, like, myself, like, when I first got here, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was starstruck a lot. I was like, man, that goes such and such, that goes such and such. But being around them, they've been seeing this all their life.
Yeah.
Old Atlanta, they used to it. I used to see, chef people walk up to somebody like CeeLo, like they went to school together.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm over there like, damn, that goes CeeLo good at my, you know what I'm saying? My country ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But all of them was used to it, man.
Yeah.
And you could tell that they came up off that music, Southern Playlist Cadillac music. You know what I'm saying? Good at my soul food.
Yeah.
All that old
Quimini,
all that. You could tell who came in that era
of
how they act, and because you learn a lot from that.
So with old Atlanta, so now when you say old Atlanta, this is what I'm gonna say. You talking about the Yeek era?
Yeah, I was a little young. I went in the club in that era. Like, I got an older sister. She was at Golden Glide. You know what I mean? Like, I could go every now and then. I can go every now and then with her, but she was every Saturday we Golden Glide. Like, she was definitely the Yeek era. Her and my brother-in-law, like, I was a little bit behind that. You feel what I'm saying? But that I feel like that's what made it even better, because when all this stuff was dropping, we were still impressionable and young. I remember walking down in Cherokee Valley with a Walkman listening to Southern Playlist of Cadillac music. Like, I had a Walkman listen to the cassette tape. Yeah. Like, I'm probably 14, 15. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, you make me feel old.
No.
But
It helped.
Yeah, but I'm still becoming a man at that time. So I'm listening to them. They're a little older. They ain't like that much older, but they, they already around Cadillacs.
So
I ain't even got no license
yet. The stuff they were talking about, you would thought they were 60 years old.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I know I say Dre and Big, man, we the same age, but it seemed like all of them are like, with they mind wise, they 10 years ahead of us.
They evolved.
They advanced.
Then some of during that era, because when they first came out, I was stationed in Fort Hood.
Right.
I was in the Army.
We was already in the Army.
So then when it first came out, I was like, what is it? Oh, these cat from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because the first time I came to Atlanta, that when Big Oot was at the flea market.
Right. Yeah.
So then, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, man. So you think I'm joking. My first duty station, majority of everybody was from the South. And when I'm talking about you walk through the barracks, it's playing.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things. Outcast. One of my partners, he was from Mississippi. He was from Bryan, Mississippi.
Okay.
When I say he's reciting the lyrics up and down the hallway in the barracks, and then so it's like once Outkast really hit, because don't get me wrong, the A-Town Hardheads and what's the cat?
Kilo
and all that. Raheem Dream.
I was listening to it, but what made me really stick to Atlanta music was Outkast. Like he said, the whole Dungeon family. Because a lot of everything, like when the Dungeon family was putting out, I was listening to it. Just like when Master P flooded flooded the airways. Everybody like, whatever Master P put out, I'm
we
gonna
listened.
get it. And so, but the one thing I can say from the 90s till now, Outkast is always in my playlist.
Yeah, for sure. I think when they dropped 2, went like...
If you see it, we'll just see it.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely. I think when they first came out, too, it was, like, different as far as the lyrical content. Like, even the delivery, you know what I mean? Like, just the verbiage, like the word usage. Like
they're using big words.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, even the name, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music, like it made you triple take. Like, okay, what they trying to say? Like that kind of creative prowess with just the name alone just let you know, like, okay, you about to get into some stuff right here. Like, this about to be, they're about to be heavy right here. Like, I mean, they came out with like Crumbling Herb and, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like hootie hoo. And like, they just had the lingo. They had the sauce. Like, they had the swag that I feel like the rap game had like never seen nothing like that before. Like, not delivered with such eloquence and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and because, a lot of folks used to downplay the South. And then especially when they was on Martin, that scene on Martin, I was like, I was proud like I was on there with them.
We all was, man.
Because that's when, like, being in the military, you're going to be around all walks of life. And then so it was like a lot of, I got some cool New York friends and stuff, but for a minute, they just didn't respect the Southern rappers until, Big Boy and them did what they did.
Right. No, that's a fact.
Outkast did what they did.
Yeah.
Because, I can't separate them. I know I do. One is one of my, I like one better than the other one. But I ain't going to tell which one.
Fact.
But, but they both,
they still,
amazing.
They still Outkast.
I just get upset when they try to, like, they'll say Andre 3000, he's great, he's dope, but it's almost like they downplaying Big Boy. Like Big Boy ain't like, come on,
Big
man.
got some hits though, man.
He got
he's still been dropping projects. His pen game.
He's still rapping like he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like can keep up with anybody, get on anything.
Yeah.
Because I feel they both elevated each other.
I
I never looked like Andre was bigger than Big Boy. Big Boy was bigger than Andre. I felt they both definitely was at the same level. They just fed off each other.
Right.
And made it to me, it was like, hey, I'm gonna make you better. You make me better.
Yeah.
And that's how I looked at them.
And I think it happened in waves too. Like it was certain times. It's like Ball and G. Like when I had that conversation with people, it's like there was some years when I liked Ball better, and there was some years I liked MJG better. Like but throughout the times, like they just, it's almost like friendly competition. Like it's almost like you said, they elevating each other. Like Ball might snap and MJG might be like, hold on. Went off, bro. Let me get in my bag real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was always that kind of thing too. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's how Pimp C and Bun B to me, because my brother is a diehard Pimp C fan.
Right.
Yeah, my brother.
I like Bun B.
Yeah.
But I like both of them together.
Definitely.
But my brother like, man, did you get that Sweet Jones? I said, no. Man, did you get that Bun B? No.
Yeah.
So me and my brother, we'll talk about this all day long. He like Pimp better than Bun B. But like I said, I felt both of them fed off each other.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they good together. I go get a Bun B before I hit a Pimp C, but I will get the Pimp C because Pimp has a lot to say, and I like he was real raw with it. But I like how Bun B was more lyrical to me.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's how I look on Pimp. So if me and my brother was a rap group, Donnell would be Pimp C and I'd be Bun B.
Right. Balance.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Nah, I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it, man. That's what's up.
Different.
The
Man,
good
listen,
stuff, man.
I know we know you're a busy person. We know you got to go feed the street.
Got to
Got to get on these planes and go feed these A-list celebrities, A, B, C, D, E, F, G list celebrities.
Yeah, top to
You know
bottom.
what I'm saying? Top to bottom, bro. We appreciate everything that you do. Love seeing you on TV. Love seeing you moving around the city.
For sure.
So, man, you're welcome back here every time here on the Tailors Talk Podcast. And, Ken Folk, you got anything for Chef Marlo before you get up out of here?
Yeah, it's like I said, most definitely, it's a pleasure to have you in the house. And we here for you when you need us. You know, we a phone call away. You welcome anytime.
I appreciate that.
Even if you want to say, man, let me go and clear these vocals. Let me go over here and get in the booth.
Yeah. We might have to bring that back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Nah, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I love what y'all doing. Keep it up. You already know how I feel about, you know what I mean? It's what's understood ain't got to be said. Anytime, half the time, when I need you, I only have to call because y'all already be there. So, no question, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So let the audience know where they can follow you on IG, on social media.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all follow me at Chef_Marlo, Instagram, Chef Marlo on Twitter, TikTok, Chef_Marlo, www.chefmarlo.com, Marlo, no W on that thing. You see the flavor, just Google Chef Marlo. You see the flavor cookbook available on Amazon. Volume 2, you see the flavor soul, dropping 4th quarter of this year. ATL and Co. once a month, April 23rd, National Picnic Day next Thursday. Tune in, Channel 11. We back on there. Put it in. So, yeah. That's where we at, man. I appreciate y'all.
Definitely,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yep.
All right. See y'all next time on the Tailors Talk Podcast.
Hey, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah. Definitely.